Konnichiwa, Kawaii Critic here to do another quick thoughts video on, once again, Mad Munchkin. As you can see right here, I've taken the liberty of taking a picture of my Twitter, as you can see on the most upper right hand corner, my little icon, and the rest of the image where it says I am blocked from seeing Mad Munchkin's tweeting material. And I have to say, this is not how you handle criticism. I'm trying to say that as slowly as I possibly can. This is probably the worst thing to do when trying to handle criticism, is completely ignore it. I mean, she just made a video about bullying, which I don't know if that video is about me anymore. I can't tell. I'm once again forced to assume what her video was about, and of course there was one other content creator who had also made a recent video about Mad Munchkin, so it could also have been that on top of my video as well. I don't know. She didn't respond. Instead, she took this course of action, which again, to me, is probably the worst way to handle criticism, is by completely ignoring all of it. Now look, when I first started my main channel, the first channel, not this one, my main channel, I received a message that was criticism, and on top of that criticism, that person, used, I'll say, interesting language, to say the very least, and proceeded to go about his way. And instead of blocking this person like this, you know what I did? I thanked that person. I said, yeah, you're absolutely right. I need better equipment. Tell me what to do. And, he threw a few more quote, insults, unquote, my way, but the way I handled it was to be the professional and say, you're absolutely right, this is what I need to do, here's this video, is this video better? He said, yeah, that's better, and, I decided to cleverly throw a little, quote, insult back his way, and he handled it like a champ, because, that's what an adult can do, is handle an insult like a champion instead of taking it and feeling offended and all that other nonsense. So, again, this is just absolutely frustrating to no end. To leave where I began in my initial thoughts of the first video I made is to assume something, and that is what she first initially responded to, by the way, in the comments of the video that I had made, is to assume what I was saying and continue to call me a child. That is her version of criticizing, is to constantly call me a child. I'll leave a link in the description. My, my, I don't know if her words are still there, if she had removed her comments by now, but, she continues to call me a child and doesn't leave any sort of actual constructive criticism on my video where I asked her to provide proof on something. Asking for proof is not bullying. Asking for proof is simply to ask, are you a person, are you of your word? Is what you're saying truthful? That is not bullying. I mean, if you think about it this way, and this is the example I will use, let's say a police officer asks for proof of identification. Is that bullying? No, that is the police officer's job to do so. Asking for proof isn't bullying, and the fact that some people see to agree to what she was saying in this video, the video that I'll also link in the description, that's crazy to me that so many just blindly accept everything she has to say without a hint of criticism, with the exception, of course, of Shelly D, who also made a video criticizing her, another video which I will be linking in the description below. At the end of the day, my message stands firm. I will never do this to another content creator. I do not believe in this right here. This is how you cause people more distress than you can ever possibly imagine. She had no clue what I was going through, and I tried my best to explain the situation in the comments of my video, and she completely ignored everything I was saying very clearly. She just resorted to calling me a child and went about her way. That is not how you handle a situation like an adult. It's kind of, well, hypocritical in a way. And I've seen hypocrisy before. It's something that seems to be present in this brony community, which, you know, since I keep seeming to get ignored by, I don't know if I'm in it or out of it constantly, but that's another point altogether. That has very little to do with this. But anyways, getting back to the point, this, again, just, I have to, I feel like I have to repeat myself, because otherwise, how do I know my point is getting across? Like, that is how frustrating this feels. Like, I had to feel like I have to repeat myself over and over again, trying to drill the point home. Assuming something doesn't mean you're a bully. That is not what a bully does. In fact, if I believe correctly, and if I've done enough research, it's more in human nature to assume something. Just as a quick example, when you see someone in a business suit, your assumption of that person is that that is literally a business person. You don't know if that person is, say, attending a wedding. Again, you have already made the assumption, probably in the back of your head more likely, but you've already made the assumption. That doesn't make you a bully. And it's okay to assume stuff about, say, fiction or a TF2 video, which is exactly what I did. And that is where her sarcasm initially came from. And that is where her constant referring to me as a child came from, was my interpretation of what her line was in a video. That is not, again, how you handle criticism. So, again, I open the floor, once again, to Mad Munchkin, who has now blocked me on Twitter. I highly doubt she will see this video at this point, since I also believe she has actually just blocked me entirely from YouTube and her comments, since my comment was also blocked from her video. So I don't know if she'll ever actually see this, but on the off chance that she does, or if Shelly D does, or if anyone does in that quadrant of the community, I don't know if that's the word I should be using, but regardless, feel free to enlighten me of if anything I just said was wrong at any point in time, and explain why it is wrong, more importantly. So, until next time, everyone, if you liked this video, then please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to all the people in the links in the description. That's right, I'm giving Mad Munchkin a shout out. I encourage you to follow her. That's right, even though she went out her way to consistently call me a child, I'm giving her, the 5 to 10 people who will see this video, a link to her, content, so you can go and support her if you wish. That is the type of content creator that I am. I support people. I shout out people. I prove my worth in this community every single chance that I can. So, again, if you like this video, then check out all the links in the description. Make your own informed decision instead of just jumping to a conclusion. And until next time, everyone,